Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And today's video, I'm basically going to be talking to y'all about how to become a social media influencer. So before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Oh Lord, these lashes aggravating me. They don't look the way I want them to look. Anyways, other than that, yeah, let's get into this video. But yeah, I'm gonna be talking to y'all about how to become a social media influencer, because I personally feel like it's multiple steps to it, because you can't just hop on the camera and know what you're doing without knowing what you're doing. So if you want to become a social media influencer, by all means, do your thing. If you want to do it just to do it, do it. If you want to do it to make money off of it, which I recommend, do it, because at the end of the day, can't nobody tell you what you can and can't be in this lifetime. Don't let nobody discourage you, because there's plenty of influencers out here making money, making bank off of just being an influencer. So first of all, before even becoming an influencer, figure out what it is that you want your name to be. Whatever it is you want your name to be, let it be that name. Just make sure, one thing I say is make sure nobody has the name already, or like make sure your name is just flat out. Like, I'll leave my name somewhere on the screen so y'all can have an example. It's just Diamond and then Chanel. Before, it was spelled D-I-I-A-M-O-N-D, Chanel with a C. Reason why I changed that was because somebody from a couple years ago, and then other people already had the name. Like, plenty of people on social media had the name. Already artists on YouTube had that name that I had wanted. So I just switched it up a little bit. Switch stuff up in your own way. Be unique. Be creative with it. Whatever it is you want your name to be, let it be that name. But just make sure it's a very put together name that you would want your name to be, that you would want to be known as. And when you start posting your videos, make okay, I'm not to that point yet. Anyways, get your name. Second of all, one thing that I want to say is you don't need a niche. You don't need a topic. You don't need everything to be aesthetically pleasing. Because as y'all can see, my videos is not aesthetically pleasing. It's just me. So when you become a social media influencer, don't let nobody make you feel like, oh, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with your content because it's not aesthetically pleasing. No. You can get paid to just get on camera and be yourself. As long as you know that what you're doing is right and you're not doing something wrong and you're not just acting out of pocket or just acting all crazy, then you're doing something right. You don't have nothing to worry about. So first, that's the most important thing. Find what you want your name to be. Get you a name. Then create some accounts that's based off of that name. So create you an Instagram account with that name, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, whatever. Create that name. Put that name in action. And when you post videos off of these channels, these pages, make sure you're using the hashtag of your name. Like, say if I put my name as hashtag, say if I post a video and my hashtags on TikTok are like For You page, viral, and then I have another hashtag that's hashtag dymondshanel. That, like, stuff like that. Start using hashtags for your name, because when you start to gain followers and people start to like notice you and stuff like that, you're gonna have people, the followers that follow you is gonna see your content more, or the people that like your videos are gonna see your content more because it's hashtag dymondshanel and they're watching hashtag dymondshanel, whatever your name may be. So use your hashtags. And another thing, don't use too many hashtags and don't use too little. And make sure when you use hashtags, it's based off what the video is about. Say if you do a video about, like this video, the hashtags I would use like 4 hashtags, like For You page, how to, social media influencer, and influencer, or whatever, like hashtags around what it is, about what it is. Use your hashtags right, and don't overload it with hashtags, because that's one thing that I find creators doing that can really weigh them down and keep them from getting the views that they deserve. So make sure you're not using too many and too little, and make sure your hashtags are specific on the specific audience that you want to target. So that's another thing. But once you get your pages made and you got your hashtags and shit, when you start posting videos, so on and so forth, this is just the extra note I want to add. Figure out what it is that you want to influence. Whether you want to be a, my bad, y'all keep getting text messages. Whether you want to be a wig influencer, just a social media influencer, just about being yourself. Whether you want to be the type of girl or boy to make like girl talks or vlogs or mini vlogs to post on TikTok, whatever it is that you want to do, figure out what it is that you want to do and set some goals within it. Whether your goals may be, like, say you want to make money off of being an influencer, write that down. Write your goals down for being an influencer. So say if you want to make $10,000 a month off of being an influencer, it's not impossible. Whatever you want to do, it's not impossible. It is not impossible. Write it down and pray over it. Write down every goal that you have within being an influencer and pray over these goals. And you got to really put the work in every day to get closer and closer to these goals. Now, I know sometimes it may be hard to post content, to hop behind the screen or do your thing. It's going to get hard sometimes because you're going to get unmotivated, feel like you don't want to do it no more, just get lazy or get distracted. You got to have that self-discipline to do this. You really got to have that self-discipline to do this. Don't let anybody make you feel like you can't do it. Don't let the enemy of procrastination get to you and make you really fall behind on posting your content or whatever it is that you want to do. Say if you just a social media influencer and you just post like dances or videos or something like 2 times a day. Do that every day, 2 times a day, or up how many videos you post every day, whether you started from 2 times a day to 5 times a day, whatever. Make sure you're using the spotlight to your advantage. And another thing that I want to speak on, this is extra I'm about to speak on. Everything is important is in the beginning. But the last important thing I'm going to speak on is, of course, make your goals. Make sure you're putting in the effort to get closer to your goals. Don't let nobody make you feel like you can't reach these goals as being an influencer, because by all means you can. God called you to do this thing and be this person with this name and this spotlight because you're meant to do it. So don't let nobody make you feel like you can't do it. And as far as making your money, make sure you research the requirements for whatever it is that whatever app you're trying to make money off of, or what it is that you're trying to make money off of. Research it to get the requirements. Make goals to get there. So say the requirements for making money off of TikTok is 10,000 followers and getting enough views on 1 minute or longer videos. Make sure you're putting out videos that's more than a minute long, at least like 2 to 3 times a day. That's how you're gonna make your money. But get your name, make your accounts, figure out what you want to influence, and start. Don't let nobody get in your head. And research the requirements. Now, other stuff I'm going to talk about is carrying yourself as an influencer, because first of all, as an influencer, you shouldn't be letting just any and everybody have a conversation with you. Don't let any and everybody have a conversation with you, get their hands on you, be able to see you in person, or be able to get a phone call from you. Don't let just anybody have access to that, because one thing about being an influencer, people will try and get on the internet and be like, oh yeah, I used to have access to them. I used to talk to them. Oh, this and that. They'll try and get on social media and try and get clout off of your name or trying to expose something personal. Carry yourself like a celebrity, because that's what you're on your way to be. Don't let just anybody have a conversation with you. Don't tell anybody anything. One thing I recommend as an influencer is do not outside vent. Not even to the people close to you. Vent to God. Or vent to your journal. Don't outside vent or just have a conversation with yourself about it, because at the end of the day, you don't need nobody else's opinion or sympathy or empathy for what you're going through. You need God and you need yourself. And it's better to self-heal than outside vent and heal. I'll make a video on that too, how to heal without venting to everybody or without venting to somebody. But make sure you're carrying yourself as a celebrity, because that's literally what you are. Whether you have 0 followers or 100, you're on your way to being a celebrity. So really get specific on your goals that you want out of this, whether you want 1 million followers, 10, 20, the money that you want to make, the views that you want to make, anything. Write it down, because what you write down manifests. And write it down in present tense. Like, I have 1 million followers on Instagram. I'm making $10,000 a month off of TikTok. I'm making $5,000 a month off of YouTube. Whatever it is, write it down, because if everybody else can do it, you can do it too. Now, carry yourself the right way. Don't let just anybody access you and have a conversation with you. Don't do things that are going to get you bashed. Like, say if you're just having a bad day and you want to say something out of pocket, don't do it, because they're trying to use that against you and you'll regret it in the long run. Carry yourself with sense. Carry yourself for who you are, how you want to be, and what you want to influence. Carry yourself as such. And when creating a new name for yourself, creating a new name is like creating a new era. You rebrand into this new era of this person. Like, my real name that I go by is Maya. Maya is just the name that stuck with me my whole life. But my new name, dymondshanel, that's a whole new person, a whole new era, like whole new mindset. So that's what I call my alter ego. So when I'm going through something, I'll ask myself, how would dymondshanel handle this situation? So it's basically like an alter ego, like a new, brand new version of yourself. And another thing before I end this video, don't let nobody make you feel like you can't do it. Anything that you want, you can have. Write it down, pray over it, manifest it, speak it into present tense, and always remember, if they can do it, you can do it. Carry yourself as such. Don't rush yourself into building this new you, because like I said, a name change is a big thing when you're actually taking it serious. It's like a whole new era, a whole new person that you're creating. So aim to be the best version of yourself in whatever you do. Know that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. If they can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do it. You can do this. Don't let nobody discourage you. You don't need nobody else's opinion. You don't need nobody else's approval. Do your research. Do what you need to do. And I'm telling you, you will succeed and you can do it. And that's on period. But anyways, I will explain more of this in the comments if y'all need me to. Just let me know. And make sure you go follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, Facebook. I don't know. I'll leave it in the description. But anyways, I will see y'all next time. I love y'all.